Hi, I'm Finn.
And I'm Alan.
And I'm Greg from Environment Canterbury. And today we're going to have a look at the Point of Nature Reserve, which is a little piece of the Waimakariri River Regional Park.
What sort of things do you do in your job?
Well, most of what I do is I work with the community and people who use the rivers so that I can come up with a plan that's sustainable for the future, making sure that people have opportunities to recreate down here, but the environment is looked after for the future.
What recreational things are the river used most for?
There are many activities. The Waimakariri is famous for its jet boating, and as we've talked about down here in the lower reaches, there's fishing and whitebaiting. We have lots of people come out here just to enjoy being in a semi-wilderness environment so close to the city. Mountain biking, trail biking, four-wheel drives, kayaking, pretty much you name it for an outdoor type of activity, and it happens down here.
So what challenges is the river facing right now, and how are you solving those problems?
Well, some of the issues and problems involve the amount of water in the river. Clearly farming and industry need some water, and they are asking for consents at the moment.
How do the problems that the Waimakariri faces compare to other rivers?
Well, I think they compare fairly closely. We have people wanting to use a river environment, you'll have people wanting to carry out people things, and whether or not it's extracting water, or it's discharging into it, or it's utilising the river for recreation purposes, there's always the need to protect the environment, and it's coming up with a balance to ensure that it is sustainable for the future. As a whole, it's important that everybody gets the opportunity to have input into a solution that in the long term is sustainable, because that's what will be a successful result. That includes the likes of Fish and Game, who have a responsibility for recreational anglers, and that's a huge part of what New Zealanders feel is being a New Zealander, the ability to be able to get out and experience, the wilderness and easily.
Yeah.
So that's an important fact. It's also important that the economy within New Zealand is sustainable for the future too, because we need to ensure that people have livelihoods. And then of course the river ecology. This is a very, very significant piece of New Zealand, the Braided River. For me, the biggest hope for the river is that it's afforded the respect that it deserves. It's the last ecological corridor, or one of the last corridors, along with the Rakaia, Rangatata, that go across the plains. The plains are changing. They've gone from a dry land to a green environment. Lots of the hedgerows and wetlands have changed or gone, and yet the Waimakariri still runs from the mountains out to the sea, and it is of huge importance to everyone.